Hello everyone, my name's Amanda and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to create the double crochet stitch. This video is part 4 of my How to Crochet for Beginners series. If you missed the first few videos, please go back and make sure you are all caught up before moving on to the double crochet stitch. For materials today, I'm going to be using Lily's Sugar and Cream 100% cotton yarn in the color Soft Violet. For crochet hooks, I'm going to be using Clover Amour's 5mm hook. Before we can begin, I'm first going to talk about 2 different ways of turning your work with the double crochet stitch. The method we're going to be using today involves 2 chains in a turning chain and working your first double crochet into the top of your last stitch from your previous row, also known as the 3rd chain from your hook in this case. The second method is to chain 3 when you turn your work, except you will skip the top stitch from your previous row and work into the next stitch. I don't like this method myself because it creates this gap, as you can see here, when you turn your work. Every pattern is unique and will have different instructions for how to turn your work and start a new row. As I mentioned before though, I prefer the method of chaining 2 and working your double crochet into the top of your previous stitch, so this is what we're going to be looking at today. To begin the double crochet, we first want to create a slip knot and then chain 13. If you don't know how to create a slip knot or a chain yet, I'll put a link down below for part 2 of this series where I show you how to create a single crochet, a slip knot, and a chain in slow detail. Now that we're all caught up, let's begin the double crochet. First, we're going to yarn over on our hook. Then, we're going to be working into the 4th stitch from our hook. That's this one right here. We're going to insert our hook into that top loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we should have 3 loops on our hook, similar to the double crochet. But this time we're going to yarn over again and pull through the first 2 loops only, like so. We should still have 2 loops on our hook. Next, we're going to yarn over one last time and pull through those final 2 loops. Now we've just created our first double crochet. We're going to repeat across the row and we should have 10 double crochets, not counting our turning chain. Next stitch, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through those final 2 loops. Again, here we go. We're going to insert our hook after yarn over again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through those final 2 loops. Let's continue working here. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again. The double crochet stitch is one of the 3 most basic stitches, the other 2 of course being the single crochet and the half double crochet. If you're interested in crocheting to learn amigurumi, the half double crochet, double crochet, and single crochet are typically the only stitches you really need to know to get started. I'd say for the most part the single crochet is used the most, but the double crochet is used from time to time. For example, my hedgehog pattern uses the double crochet almost exclusively for the quill backing. We're in our 9th stitch here. Alright, here we are at the final stitch of our first row. So we're going to just do the same by yarning over, inserting our hook, yarning over, pulling up a loop, yarning over, pulling through those 2 loops, yarning over, and pulling through the final 2. Here's a better look at our first row after we've completed 10 double crochets. Make sure to count to make sure you do have 10 double crochets and don't count this first chain. Moving on to row 2, chain 2, and turn our work. What we're going to do here is work our first double crochet into this third stitch from our hook, which is also the top of the last double crochet from row 1. Here we go. We're going to insert our hook after yarning over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through those final 2. Okay, let's continue on with row 2. We're first going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through those final 2. We're just going to continue working this way across the row until we get to the end. At the end of the row, you always want to make sure to stop and count your stitches. For this particular swatch, we should have 10 double crochets at the end of every row, not including those first 2 chains we make, which are our turning chain. Here we are now at the end of our row. This here is our final stitch, so we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, through those 2, yarn over, and pull through those final 2. We're now going to count to make sure we have our 10 double crochets. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Not including this final chain at the end here. I'm going to continue on crocheting 2 more rows to show you what it looks like after you've completed 4 rows of the double crochet. I'll meet you at the end after you've completed your 4 rows as well. Alright, here I've just finished row 4. We want to do one last count to make sure that we have the right number of stitches. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 double crochets and that turning chain, so we have done this correctly. And that was the double crochet stitch. Thanks so much for watching the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new content, and we'll see you in the next one.